Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got a super quick and easy fall/autumn nail design today. Here I've got Sangria from Glam, we've got September Skies, and we also have Pink Liberty. So the two of those colours are from their newest Wanderlust collection, which is literally perfect for autumn. The perfect colours on there. You have to go have a little look. I do have a code which is glamifybabeofficial if you wanted to save yourself 30%. I'll have all the links in the description along with all the links to all the products, or at least most of them that I can possibly find, to all the products that I've used in today's video. So we've also got N17 from Cloud Beauty, which is of course my all-time favorite nude, as you all probably know. So starting off, we're going to of course apply our base colors. Here today I've got two nude nails. We've got one for blue nail. We are going to have one for, I think it was Pink Liberty, I think the name of this gel polish was. And then lastly, the very last nail is going to be, I think, Pink Liberty as well. We are going to sugar, yeah we are. We are going to sugar that nail later. So I usually try to pick a colour that's the closest to the glitter that we're using. So yeah, but I have to say with the glitters that we use, they are very full coverage, and to be honest with you, sometimes I use random colours and they end up actually working quite well. So as you can see, the colour isn't identical, it's quite far from it really, but out of all the colours I was using today, that was the closest to the glitter that I was using. So we've got this gorgeous purple. Gorgeous, and then we are going to pop the whole set into the lamp. I will go ahead and apply a second layer of all those colours off camera for you, and then when I'm back we can start working on our nail design. So today we are going to do a marble nail. So we're going to pick up 3 of those colours from Madam Glam, place them next to each other in a line on my little DIY plate, and then using a dotting tool we're going to swirl the colours into one another, kind of creating your little marble on the plate. And then I'm going to use my Madam Glam ombre brush to kind of scoop it up and start placing it onto the nail. So here's my little dotting tool. I'm going to swirl it. Swirl. Yeah, sometimes I like to double swirl just to kind of mix them up a little bit more, because you still find even there you can still see that there's more of that darker colour at one side and then the lighters on the other side and all that stuff. That's probably why I place some of that blue on the plate, just to add it in later when there's too much of that darker shade. So for the 2 nude nails, those are the nails that we're going to use to marble, and what I'm trying to do is I'm going to only marble the top half of the nail. And with me saying half, it's a bit more of a smaller half really. It's a bit higher than a pure half. But you kind of want to do it where you feel you want to do it. So because I have super long nails, you can get away with it. But maybe when you're doing it on smaller nails, maybe it'll be better to do it straight in the middle, just kind of whatever floats your boat really. And I'm trying to do it as straight as possible at the bottom, because we are going to later apply some of my lined stickers. But then now looking back at it, I feel like there's not really much pressure for you to do it as straight as possible, because you could just get a lint-free wipe and then some nail prep liquid or something and just swipe away and make that line yourself. Just, get rid of any polish that you don't want in an area. So I feel like I was putting way too much pressure on myself when I was making this set. I was completely trying to be as straight as possible, and yeah, now that I'm editing it, I was like, oh my god, I was being a silly Billy and I could have just done it that way. So if you are doing this set, just don't stress. Just if you want, just be as messy as you want, and then grab a little wipe and just try and get a wipe away basically a straight line, which just makes sense, doesn't it? So here, as you can see, I didn't use any base coats. I'm just putting it straight down, and I quite like doing it this way. To be honest with you, I just feel like I've got full control rather than base coats or blooming gels doing its thing for me. So usually I like to use blooming gels or base coats when I'm doing a full nail of marble, but we're not doing that today. There we go. It clicked. There we go. So there's my wipe, and I use my Miley nail prep liquid. It's like a blue liquid. I usually get mine on Amazon. There we go. I completely forgot that I actually thought of it. I just thought that I just kind of tried to make it straight as possible. It's been a little while since I filmed this video, so I've kind of I work a full-time job, and yeah, just life stuff. So sometimes whenever I get a chance, I make sets and then I record them, and they do sometimes end up sitting and waiting for me to voice them because I just don't have time. But sometimes I think that it's better to have it recorded and it awaiting a voiceover compared to like having to film, because that's what usually takes the most time. Voicing over is very fun and you can do it at any time of the day. It could be the middle of the night and you could do it, and having to film, you know, I do like to do it in daylight. I do have my LED lights on, but when filming, yeah, I just like to have it in the daytime. It just feels a bit, I don't know, I just don't like it in the nighttime. So here I've got another glitter, so we're going to use those, and I also have these really cool kind of autumn leaf looking little sequins, you could say, glitter bits. So I've really wanted to use them. They were kind of a little bit the inspiration behind the set. I really wanted to use them, so I started looking around, and I feel like I haven't given the Wanderlust collection justice with my other videos, so I kind of really like the colours, so I kind of wanted to incorporate them in a few extra sets to really show you guys how beautiful these colours are, and how you can mix and match them with other brighter colours or even darker colours and still make them look beautiful. So I placed some base coat on my nail. Then using my nail art brush, I've kind of dipped into some of that base coat to help my brush be a bit sticky. And then I'm going to pick up those leaves and just place them wherever I want them. So you don't want too many, of course. And then in between them, with the glitter I showed you guys just a second ago, I'm just going to kind of sprinkle around some of that glitter. So I really wanted to use that glitter in particular because it wasn't just fine. There's a mixture between super fine and like small little sequins in there, little glitters. So a little like small hex in there. I don't know if you can tell. There's a majority of it is fine, but they do have some of those little different shapes and sizes. So I thought that would work best for this nail. And then once I'm happy with it, I will pop it into the lamp. I'm not sure if I showed on camera, but I did, I think, possibly placed another layer of base coat just to help it be a little bit more straighter, not as uneven, if you know what I mean, because those leaves will kind of stick out. So the best probably solution would be either to encapsulate it or using a builder gel. You can place it on top, which would be a great solution as well, and then file it down if needs be. Yeah, but sometimes I place maybe 2 layers of base coat additionally to that, and then I file away as well, just to kind of, I don't have any builder gels or anything like that, so I kind of have to make do with what I've got going on. So right now the nail looks a bit crazy, but I really like the final result with this nail. We will later on matte top coat it, and it kind of created a really cool look, which is fun. So yeah, like I said, once I'm happy, I'll pop that one into the lamp. There we go, and there's my Miley very old bottle there. And then I'm going to wipe these 2 nails down where we've placed the marble, because it's time for our stickers, and those stickers seem to want to stick the best when the nail has been wiped down. You don't want any of the tacky layer. I feel like when there's a tacky layer, it kind of has this like, almost you could say slimy effect, so when you place the lines down, it kind of doesn't want to stick. So I don't know, I have seen videos on YouTube before of people saying that they prefer to stick on the tacky layers, that their stickers seem to stick better. So I don't know whether it's just a me problem or maybe it's down to the sticker itself, but I just find that it just kind of seems to be sliding around and it doesn't really want to stay exactly where I place it, and when I do it this way it does. So that's my little trick there in case you're struggling with the exact same issue. So here I'm placing the silver sticker right in the middle where the marble and the nude is meeting, just to kind of, I like to do that when I do these things, just because yeah, it's just not a really sharp line where the 2 colours meet, and it just kind of gives that little separation, which is great. So there we go, and it's super nice and easy to place a straight line, which is great. So now it's time for our top coat. Of course, we're using a matte one. It's the time of the year now, all the mattes are coming out, of course. So we've got 4 nails today to matte top coat. I am using my Vanillisa matte top coat. I have recently refilled it with the 30ml refillable bottles, and I feel like I've overfilled it. So if any on the upcoming videos you see me applying like way too much, I'm sorry. I'm trying, it's just I think I've overfilled it. So when I'm taking out my brush, there's so much product on my brush. And yeah, so it's just gonna have to be what it is for now. I'm probably have to do a few sets before it goes down again, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. So once I'm happy, I'll pop it into the lab. I like to cure these for a minute, just to, I don't know why, I just like to cure my top coats for a minute, whether it's glossy or matte, just to be triple sure everything's fine. Here they are matted, and how cool does that leaf nail look on the right hand side? I love how this nail looks when it's matte top coated. I don't quite know if I would be quite happy with it being glossy, to be honest. I don't know. So here we've got two of my little charm looking things and we've got some opal crystals as well. So we're not using AB crystals today, only opal, and those little charms that we got going on in the background. Here they are. So I'm going to only use those two sizes, whatever they are. I'm not very good with sizes, I'm afraid. So yeah, so we've got one bigger and one smaller, if that helps at all. So for the blue nail that we've got going on there, we're going to do a bit of a mixture. So we're going to place an opal crystal at the top. We are then going to place the bow. Then we're going to place that silvery little charm that we got there. That's in the shape of like a kite. And then I think I ended up possibly curing it. I don't know, it was moving about. I can't remember now. Yeah, I think I did. Oh, I just finished off camera clearly. So I placed another opal crystal at the bottom, and now it's time to just mess about with some caviar beads. So on this nail in particular, it's going to be a very, very small amount of caviar beads, just in between a few crystals here. We've got 3 caviar beads at the bottom part of the crystal design, and I think I end up doing one right at the top. There it is, and that's how I'm going to leave this nail. So super simple, super easy, nothing too crazy looking crystal placement. So that's going into the lamp, and now we're going to repeat the exact same crystal placement on both of these nails, as in no, I think I said it completely wrong. We are not repeating the crystal placement that we did on the other nail, but for example, this nail there, this exact same crystal placement is going to be on the other nail as well, if that makes sense. I hope, yeah. Anyways, just pretend like I'm making sense today. I feel like I can't talk. My brain is just going crazy today. So we're going to place one of the bigger one of the bigger opal crystals in the middle. Then we are going to follow by 2 of those smaller ones on either side, and then in between those crystals we're placing not AB, why do I want to say AB? Then in between of those crystals we're going to place some of the caviar beads, and job done. Yeah, I managed to get through it. So we are doing the exact same crystal placement on the other nail too. Obviously they're basically like symmetrical, identical nails here. So I think I end up just showing you guys me doing this nail, just because like I said, it's just the exact same thing. I don't want to bore you guys. We are going to pop them into the lamp, and then once they're out, I'll have the final result ready to show you guys, and I hope you guys like them. They're very simple, a bit too simple for my liking sometimes, but yeah, I think they're quite nice. I quite like them. I really like that leaf nail a lot, and those opal crystals have been such a hit for me recently. I've just been constantly picking them up. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.